Okay, guys, when we start your Jasper Johns project, you're going to see in this picture where he had the numbers. And if you look, there's nothing in this block, but in this one it says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it goes back to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it keeps going 1, 2, 1. It goes blank 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, you can do numbers or you could do your name or letters if you want to. I'm going to show you with numbers like on the example because that's the one that's working out the best for people. So when we start, you're going to make sure you have your paper, your ruler, your pencil, an eraser that I'll have on the table, and you're going to need one of these white pieces of paper too because we're going to use that for your rows. First, we're going to make columns using your ruler. Now, when you're using your ruler, put your ruler on the paper like this and put the back of the ruler against the side of the paper. Now, that's if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you're going to put your ruler on this side, on the right side, because, and I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put it over here on my left side, because you always want your hand behind the ruler so when you make your lines, you don't run into your fingers, okay? You don't want to work across your hands. Make it nice and easy. So I put my ruler on my paper, and I have this little strip behind it showing, so I can see that that's where it goes, okay? So then I hold my ruler down after I check the bottom and the top to make sure it's even. I hold my pencil in about the middle. I tilt my ruler towards me and I pull. And there's my line. Now it's a nice light line. You don't want to make a dark line. It needs to be nice and light. So then I'll move my ruler over to that line. So the back of the ruler is on that line. And I do it again. Okay, and then I move over again. And I go all the way across my paper the same way. The same way. So then I keep going. I make all of my vertical lines, and then I turn my paper and I work the other direction. Now I'm making rows, okay? So those were vertical. Now we're making our horizontal rows, okay? To make them horizontal, I use this white strip because it's a little wider than the ruler. You see how it's a little wider than the ruler, okay? Because we want to make rectangles and not squares. So I can turn my paper sideways so I can do the same thing where I lay my paper there so one side of the paper is on the top and I pull, then I move the white paper down so it's on the line again. I pull, I make my line, I pull my paper down, I make the line, and I go all the way down to the bottom. Oop, and that line's not very dark. And then and one more. And there it is. Now I have the grid ready for my picture that we're going to make, okay? You see what I mean? So that's the first step that you're doing. And then when we're done doing that, I'll show you how to do the next step.